it's Miss Alana working on math, being awesome and amazing and getting smarter every day. And I know you are too. That's right, because you are working so hard every day. Right now, we are working on today's math assignment. It is Monday, December the 5th. Make sure that you have your sheet. I have mine. We are working on, bam, the one on the top, this one on the right, on the top. Read that standard with me. You can read it off the board or read it with me off the paper. It says number and operations in base 10. Understand the place value system. MGSE5 and BT4. Use place value understanding to round decimals up to the hundredths place. All right. So for these problems, we need to round each number to the underlying place value. Here's your clue. Always look at the digit to the right of the place you are rounding to. All right. Now, look at this first one. Let's say that number with me. That number is 3 and 48 hundredths. We are rounding to that underlying place. What is a digit in that underlying place? That's a 4. And what place value is that? That is the tenths place. So that means we are rounding this digit to the nearest tenths place. I'm going to write that down for you. So it says, look to the digit of the right of that number. So we need to look, bam, hello, who are you? I'm number 8. So the 4 looks at the 8. There are 2 rules. Either that number is less than 5 or 5 or more. Okay? And I'll write that clue over here. Either it's less than 5 or 5 or more. Is it less than 5? Is this 8, not the 4? Is the 8 less than 5 or 5 or more? It's 5 or more. So what happens is this 4 increases by 1. So I'm just going to write it goes up. It increases by 1. So now this 4 becomes a what? It becomes a 5. So I'm going to do my approximate symbol. That 3 stays the same. And then the rest become zeros. So we're going to write 3 and 50 hundredths, which is the same thing as 3 and 5 tenths. You can write either answer, okay? Whichever one, because they're the same. Let's look at the next one. Look at the next one. Read that number with me. It says 19 and 27 thousandths. Which digit are we rounding? That 2. And what's the place value? Hundreds. Remember, tenths, hundreds, thousand. So I'm going to write the word hundreds right here. So we're rounding that too, and we always look to the right. Hello. Hello, number 7. So look at that 7. Is it less than 5 or 5 or more? Not the 2, the 7, the one beside it. It's 5 or more. And what's the rule? That means it increases by 1. Now, who remembers? What's the rule if it's less than 5? It'll stay the same. Okay? If it's less than 5, it stays the same. So since that 7 is what? More than 5, that 2 becomes a 3. So I need to write 19 and, see, the 2 became a 3, and that 7 becomes a 0. Or you can write 19 and 300, just like that. Okay, now you need that 0, okay? That's a placeholder right there. All right, thumbs up if you're good at these. Now, if you don't need my help with the rest of them, do them on your own, or if you do need my help, or if you just want to watch the video anyway, keep on watching, keep on watching. Let's do number 3. Number 3, read this number. 605 thousandths. What number are we rounding? That's 6. And what's that place? That place value is in the, that's in the tenths place. So that 6 is in the tenths place. And what do? I look to the right. Hello. Hi, 0. Look at that 0. Here's our rule. Is that 0 less than 5 or is it 5 or more? That 0 is less than 5, which means that 6 does what? It stays the same. So here we have 0 as a whole, and that 6 stays the same, and the rest become zeros. 0, 0. Or you can write 0 and 6/10. Because these are equal. Remember, you can write like 100 zeros at the end of that. It'll still make it equal the same. All right, moving on to number 4. Look at number 4. Read that number with me. It's 74 and 351 thousandths. 74 and 351 thousandths. We are rounding that 3. And what's the place value of that? That is also in the tenths place. Remember, right after the decimal is in the tenths place. We look to the right. Hello, who are you? Oh, I'm number 5. Look at the rule. Is that 5 less than 5 or 5 or more? It's 5 or more, which means that number needs to increase by 1. Which number? The one that's underlined, okay? So that 3 increases by 1. So I have 74. And this 3 becomes a 4. And the rest, zeros. That's right. Or we can write 74 and 4/10. Remember, these numbers are equal. Okay? We're on the last one for rounding. This is good rounding practice. You all are doing a good job. All right, look at the last one. This is 82 hundredths. What is underlined? That's 0. What's that place value? That is in the ones place. So even though that's in the whole number, we still follow the same rules, okay? So the rule is look to the right. Hello, number 8. Is that 8 less than 5 or 5 or more? It is 5 or more. So that makes that 0 what? Increase by 1. So instead of a 0, what do we have? We have a 1. That's a 1. Don't forget that decimal. Everything becomes zeros. That is the same thing as, bam, just 1 whole. So you can write either one, okay? Either way. We are done with rounding. Thumbs up if you know how to round. Yes. All right, so we are done with this one. If you need help with the other videos, go find the other videos. We are well on our way to completing today's work. Love you.